Hey, hey.
You know, I had to let that play all the way out. I just did. I want to welcome everybody to Rhythm Flow Radio live stream. And the name of the show is Opinions. You know, opinions are like what? Assholes, because everybody's got one.
That sure
Listen,
is true.
my name is Katie Lowe, and sitting next to me is,
Opinionated Lorie.
all right, and our featured artist for today is none other than Trina Davis, a local artist right here from Chicago. The name of the song is Not Too Late. And believe it's not too late to dream. It's not too late to be. It's not too late to have, grab, okay, or do, pursue, own, or hold, to learn or earn whatever you want to do. Now, you can get that music on most streaming apps. Always support local artists, and that's a sister. So, you know, women, come 2022, we got to do what we should have been doing in 2021.
That's right.
We got to support each other. All right. So, Laurie, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing great today. It's a snowy day in Chicago. I can't believe it finally snowed.
Yeah, we didn't get a white Christmas. We got what? A white after Christmas?
Right, right. Better late than ever, like they say.
I know that's right. So, you know, opinions, this is an interactive show. And we'd like to know that if you would like to be a part of the show, all you have to do you know, listen, this is the way it goes. We're going to talk about quite a few different topics. And if you would like to be a part of any topic that we talk about, all you got to do is put your name in the comment section and we will send you a link where you can join us right here on the screen. Say you might want to just say Happy New Year to somebody, a family member. You can join us right here on the screen and say Happy New Year. Just like that. We have no problem with
Just like that.
that. So, Laurie, what's up? What's our first topic?
Well, I'll say 2020 and 2021 have been some really rough years. And especially, city of Chicago, we've just had so many different issues come up, especially, with the pandemic and, with the crime and, carjackings and all the different neighborhoods. And, I just started thinking like, what really needs to be done? What's like the root of this problem? And I think one of the things that I feel is that poverty is probably one of the biggest issues kind of driving all of this. And when you look at the population in Chicago, I think there's a statistic from with the U.S. Health and Human Services that what is it? Chicago, 1 in 4 kids are living in poverty. in Chicago. And when they talk about poverty, that's, let's say, for one person, that's a salary, let's say, of $12,000 per year, and a family of four is 26,000. I mean, that's nothing. I mean, that's just how can a person survive? So if you have people that are kind of living in this abject poverty, of course there's going to be crime that happens. And I think that's probably one of the reasons. And then the other thing is that I think people have been they cut off the unemployment, the supplemental unemployment. So it's no wonder that we're finding all this crime in the streets.
Well, you know what? Let me play devil's advocate.
Okay.
I'm a real baby boomer. I'm a 50s baby. I'm a senior citizen. I'm an old woman.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm Gen X, so we're right next to each other there.
Okay. So I can give you an opinion from an old woman. Okay. So I just you talk about the poverty level. You talk about the wages and income. That has a lot to do with our government. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm going to tell you, back in 1968, I believe the minimum wage was probably $1.60.
Which is unbelievable to even think about.
Just think about it.
Yeah.
That's been over 50 years ago. In 1968, the minimum wage was $1.60 an hour, federal minimum wage. Okay, it's 2021 now. I don't think it has risen no more than about $6 or $7.
Yeah, well, I think the federal minimum wage now, isn't it $7 and something?
Maybe $7.80 or $7.50.
Yeah. Although City of Chicago has a different, I think it's 15, I believe, per hour.
But I mean, that's because the people in the city of Chicago fought for $15 for a long time. But we're looking at it from a federal standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
If the federal government had set a guideline to increase the federal minimum wage, okay, to a living wage, there wouldn't be so much poverty. See, there's a big wage gap.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. Definitely there's a wage gap. There's a wage gap, and there's an educational gap as well. And I think that's the other issue, is that just like we can even talk about STEM education, with science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. I mean, obviously those are very lucrative careers, but looking at Chicago, I think is it 40%, 50% African American? You look at the population of Chicago, how many African Americans or people of color that are in poverty, how many are in those programs for learning, as far as going to university, college, to be able to get an education? Probably not very many. So that's another issue as well. It's an educational gap too.
Well, the educational gap stems back from civil rights. They didn't want people. Well, I'm not gonna say people of color, but I can say that because there were Indian children. They didn't want to educate. They didn't want, back in the day. I'm talking civil rights. They didn't want children of color to learn to read or write.
Mm-hmm.
They were scared that they would learn something about themselves that would make them proud. That educational gap still exists today, even though Brown versus the Board of Education was supposed to change all of that.
Yep.
It didn't. All it is something that's on paper.
Yep. So okay. So let me play devil's advocate on that. So, there's one thing for the government to, provide these opportunities and all that, but then the other side is, let's face it, the government is going to look after the government, and there are a lot of people that are in their pockets as far as lobbyists. So, what they care about and what they don't care about basically has a dollar sign, or has the one with the bigger dollar sign of the issues that they're going to care about. I guess this is something that I was talking to a friend of mine and a family member about this over the holiday, that when, as and let's just talk about African Americans because hey, that's who we are. When are we going to take responsibility and not wait on the government to do that? Even just talking about reparations, I mean, the right and moral thing is yes, they should pay us reparations, they should provide programs, but if they're not going to do it, what are we going to do? Cry about it all day long, or are we going to, come together and provide our own resources because we're some of the largest consumers in the U.S. I mean, there is money to to spend, but we just need to pool our resources together.
I agree with you on that, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate because the name of the show is Opinions. So, do you remember Fred Hampton?
Yep.
Fred Hampton started some of the best programs.
Black Panthers.
Right here in Chicago.
Yep.
But they painted a bad picture on Fred Hampton.
Yep.
They painted a real bad. And guess what? Some of the same programs that he implemented back then, those programs are going on today.
Yep. And I think the government kind of stole those programs and claimed them as their own.
There we go.
As does happen.
There we go.
Yep.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, that definitely is true. But I think we need to go back to that because I think we had a lot of things working against us at that time. And I think we've, just some of the during the civil rights movement, and we've made a lot of accomplishments from that. I think that now we're probably better situated to do it. But let's face it though, when you look at some of the celebrities, I mean, yeah, some of them do give and all that, but a lot of them don't. A lot of them are very self-absorbed. All they care about is themselves. I mean, I don't know. I think that it's probably is going to have to be a grassroots thing where, middle class Black people get together and pull resources together really to help lift up, the ones that are not able to make it. Something interesting. I don't know what the statistic is, but I think they said that the U.S. or Illinois lost, I forgot what percentage population, but they say the African Americans were leaving Illinois and specifically Chicago at just like a really increased rate. And they said most of the middle class, or I shouldn't say most of it, the majority of the middle class have left. So I think that's also why we're finding a lot of issues in the neighborhoods as well. So I don't know. I see it as an opportunity for us to kind of pull together.
I agree with you on that, but and also when you speak about neighborhood, I've got to play devil's advocate. The name of the show is Opinion.
Yeah.
So I have noticed because I live in the city of Chicago, and I live on the west side of Chicago in the 29th Ward.
Yep.
And I often read different stories about different wards in Chicago. And they always talk about, what is it, gentrification?
Yep.
Okay. A lot of families who have lived in these wards and neighborhoods for years are now no longer able to live there.
Oh yeah, gentrification in Chicago. I'm gonna say I've lived in the city about 30 years. I'm originally from the West Side, but grew up out in the suburbs, and as an adult came back. And I'm gonna say gentrification really started happening. I'm gonna say in the late 80s. And one of the things that I find is that the mayors, it seems like most of the mayors and most of the aldermen, they sort of play into that whole gentrification because why? Because there's money in it for them. They're in the pockets of, let's say, all these developers and things like that. And I think that, and also not to go on a tangent, but with Laurie Lightfoot, she made a stance, when she was elected. She said that she was going to really kind of call them to task, the aldermen, just to make sure they're really on the up and up. I don't think that has happened. I think that, the aldermen, especially like in the West Loop, I lived there for a number of years. Not to call any names. I mean, the West Loop actually has several. I think there's 2 or 3 aldermen for that area, but they really have not looked after or had the best interest in mind for lower income residents. And it's a money game and a money grab for most of them.
Uh, well, I could play devil's advocate on that too. But in a sense, you're right. But let me say this: your elected official can say what they're gonna do. They get up there. They make a lot of promises.
Yep.
I only see my alderman when it's time to vote. I don't see him when it's time for him to run for office. And I'm not
Hmm.
gonna lie, and I hope he's listening. I see his fat butt when it's time for him. When it's time for me to go vote for him, I see his fat
Tell
butt.
us how you really feel about that, Katie.
I'm telling the truth,
Yeah.
okay? Because I'm a fat butt too. But when it's time to vote, I swear I might see him at my front door.
Hmm.
But if I need something, you can call that office and they may never answer the phone.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we in COVID.
It looks like we have a comment here from us, actually from one of my friends, Shavad Redlow. Not her
Uh,
real name, but
if Shabbat like to come, ask Shabbat, invite Shabbat into the screen. Send
yeah.
her,
Can you let's see. How do
take
I can
the
send her the
link,
link?
post, you want me to post it in the comment section?
Yeah, you posted in the comment section.
All
So
right.
what
And
she said, I'm just going to read her comment here, though. She says,
please.
"Hi, ladies. Systemic, institutional, educational, lending, and racism um, in play are all continuing to affect our collective experience as a people. We are not in control of these powerhouses and only can do so much to fix a problem we didn't design." I mean, that's true. That's true. Actually, she's one of the ones I had this discussion with over the
Ah,
way it was an opinionated discussion, and I think that hopefully she can get onto the screen to talk about it a little
okay.
bit more.
I've posted the link.
Okay.
Anybody that would like to join us on the screen, the link that you see here that I posted in the comment section, take that link, follow that link, and you'll end up right here on the screen with us and voice your opinion. Because
Yep. Let us know. We want to chop it up.
we love to hear your
Hey,
opinion.
to resolve a problem, you got to talk about it.
That's
But
right.
yeah. So to get back to Shavad's comment here is that, and what we kind of talked about is that yeah, I mean there are these circumstances and things that we did not have control over in the past. But I guess my point of contention is, when are we going to just kind of come to terms with, hey, what happened in the past was in the past. We have to do something in the future, and we cannot rely on um the government or whomever to do right by us. Because I mean, you have to go by what's that saying about the predictor of what's going to happen in the future is what happened in the past. So you have to make your own and forge your own way, really. And I mean, I think that most of us, we've done a good job, but unfortunately there are a lot of African Americans that have been kind of left behind. And I just think that we maybe it's something we take a hard look at ourselves, and we say, hey, what are we going to do instead of giving, maybe giving to the Red Cross? Maybe we give to Black organizations that are having outreach and helping people. Just really kind of evaluating, what is it that we're doing? How are we going to get our people out of this situation?
Yeah, I agree that we do need to come together collectively. It's something, and talking about it helps. It really
Hmm.
does.
Yeah.
It really helps.
Yeah, having this tough conversation. Looks like we have another comment from Marva Riley.
Marva
Let's see.
Riley.
Yeah, Marva, she says, Blacks have a lot of resources and skills. We need to start our own businesses and support each other. Yeah, hallelujah.
I agree. I definitely agree on that. I
That's
definitely.
very, very true.
Okay, I put the link on the screen. All you got to do is copy the link and use that link. You can use it with your computer, your iPhone, your iPad, any kind of smart device, and you can end up right on the screen with us, and you can voice your opinion.
Yeah, come
You
on in.
know,
Though we'd love to hear your opinion.
that's
We
right. That's what
Lord knows we have plenty of them.
Oh, hey, don't we?
So here's another question, Ken. We're talking about what else can we do to improve our city? I mean, as far as like we know crime is a big issue.
Girl, you don't even want me to get started talking, girl. I might bomb my house if I say what I got. They
I mean, because
might,
crime,
but I'm gonna
I
say it
just
in.
have an
Hey,
issue with the crime. I
hey,
mean, that's,
but
and I
here
don't
I
even live in the
go.
city
Here I
now.
go. I'm gonna say it anyway.
What's that?
Let me say it. Let me just go on
So
and say
say
it.
it,
Okay.
definitely.
God, now you protect me when I say this. Okay. Now this is my way of thinking. Now this is only my way of thinking. Have you ever thought about it? The city of Chicago is ran by women.
Mm,
This is a first. There are nothing but women holding these offices in the city of Chicago for the first time in history.
very true.
Women of color.
Yeah, that's true. Because what we have, we have Cook County, Preckwinkle.
Hmm.
We have with the district attorney, Kim Fox.
Hmm.
Of course, Laurie Lightfoot. Can't forget about her.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
The treasurer.
Oh, I forgot. Yes, yes, that's true. Yep.
Okay. What's her name? Conyers or something? She got
Yeah.
a
Is it
hyphenated
Melissa
name.
Conyers?
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
And then you got the lady that runs the tax office, the treasurer or Cook County recorder.
Is that the tax assessor?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, just all of these offices are ran by women of color.
Yep. Very true.
Now, the only man that's holding a position, the mayor. I mean, the governor.
The governor. Yep.
Uh, And of course, Jesse White is over the Secretary of State. But
Yep.
most of these offices are ran by women. Now, this has been the good old boys club for years.
Yep. Absolutely.
Always men. We've had what, one black mayor?
Hmm.
Earl Washington. And
Actually, two. We had was it Sawyer
oh, girl, you know what happened with
for
that.
2 seconds?
Thank you, girl. You
Oh wait,
are,
no, Tim
you
Evans. What about Evans? Was he a mayor or he ran?
Nah, he didn't run. That was during the time that Harold Washington died.
After
They
he died,
played
yeah.
around with that little thing, and then Sawyer really ended up being the mayor while he served out the rest of Harold Washington's term. Okay, I think that's the way
And
it
they
was.
kind of tried to run on his coattails, and they just didn't really have the gravitas to
Right.
sort of pull it off.
He didn't have enough power. He didn't have
Hmm.
enough. But anyway, um, this has been the good old boys club. Always a good old boys club.
Yeah.
And you know how men despise women telling them what to do?
Right. I mean,
And you
I mean,
got
I
women.
definitely. I mean, in theory and concept, I agree with you on that. I mean, of course, there is going to be some pushback on that, but let's talk about Lori Lightfoot
Wait,
specifically
wait, wait,
because
wait. Let me finish now,
okay,
girl.
okay,
Let me
okay.
finish. Okay. So you got Laurie Lightfoot. And I like Laurie. I like her. I like her spunk. I like her because she ain't no. I like her because she'll stand up to her. You know what? You know what I'm saying? I can't. I can't stand no wimpy ass person. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to say that word, but
Nope.
just so you
We'll have to bleep that out on the podcast.
know. I doubt it because the podcast is rolling.
Oh
Sorry
no.
about. Sorry about that, Apple. Okay. Anyway, she's a stand up kind of lady. You know, they don't. They don't like that.
I mean, but there's a fine line between stand up and just being a jerk. And I think that she kind of I mean, I liked Lori Lightfoot and I supported her. I was friends with people that are, part of her campaign and all that. But I just think that Lori, she just does not know how to create alliances with people that she doesn't necessarily agree with. And I think that's where she's too much of a hothead. You have to be a bit smarter than that. Um, so and she's definitely, I mean, she's definitely not a wimp. I mean, I give that to her,
Honey,
but
she don't
you know,
listen.
she
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 don't
has to
kiss.
play. She needs
She
to play
don't kiss
three-dimensional
butt.
chess.
Lori don't kiss behind,
She no, she doesn't. But
and that's why I like her.
right, but how effective is she? That's the question.
But see, you wouldn't let me finish. I'm gonna tell you what's happening in
Okay,
Chicago with all this
okay,
crime. If you just let me finish.
okay.
You know why we got all this crime and ain't nobody doing nothing about it?
Why?
They don't want to see the women succeed. Come on, think about it.
I mean, I agree with
Look,
that.
girl, think about it. Just put your walk a mile in her shoes. Put put her shoes on. You the mayor.
Okay,
You're a woman of color. Number one, you got three strikes against you.
right,
Number one, you're black. Number two, you're a woman. And number three, you got an alternative lifestyle.
right,
They don't like.
right.
Okay. And number four, you are highly educated and you come qualified.
Okay, so here,
They
I
are working. They working. Not only are they working against her, they're working against all of the women.
now
Every last
I
one of
I
them.
agree with you on that, but the
Oh,
other
oh, wait a
side of
minute.
it,
Wait a minute. Somebody just put the thing up here. Political sabotage. That's what it's called.
political sabotage. No,
Absolutely.
that no doubt, that definitely is
That's
something.
this is what's going on in our city right now.
But let me say this though. She's also alienating the people that elected her. So the people that elected her are mostly the folks on the north side. Okay. They're all the crime that's happening over there. I mean, she needs to play up to her other constituents up there as well. And she
Okay.
has done a very poor job of that.
Okay. Here I go again. Name of the show is Opinions.
Give it to me, Katie. Give it to
I
me.
just I'm ready for you. Wait a minute. I just listen. For all of the listeners, please go by and join Friends Who Like Rhythm Flow Radio. Join that Facebook group
Join
because
it.
if you do, you would find the article that I posted about what's happening. There is a police officer, not a police officer, he is a dispatch 911 operator. He talked about all of these police who called in the 16th ward, in the 16th precinct to take off. So
Now,
this
wait,
is what
which ward is that?
this is the precinct, 16th precinct. Wait a minute.
Okay, north. I think that's northwest side, right?
Okay.
Yep.
It's where they have the more, I guess they have the more police cars and everything in this precinct. They've been called and taken off from work, talking about they're scared. Wait a minute, hold on. I'm going to give you his name and everything. So, I mean, they're not working with these women, they're working against them.
Right,
Okay,
but
it's just like the Jesse Smollett case. That case wasn't about Jesse Smollett.
oh,
To
we don't
get
even
back
want to talk
into the
about
car.
Jesse Smollett.
Well, I'm just a political sabotage. This is what this is all about, sister. Chicago
Okay, I see
911
political
dispatch.
sabotage, but I see. Well, if we want to talk about Jesse Smollett, I see someone that is very lives a very privileged life, has lived a privileged life in Hollywood, and that he basically had a temper tantrum that they weren't paying enough attention to him, so he decided that he wanted to, fake a hate crime, which is disgusting because what about people that really do? I mean, there are plenty of like transgender people, um, you know, people of color, black women, that I mean, like black women that are missing. He's wasted all those resources because of his ego. I resent Jesse Smollett for doing that.
Look how much money the city of Chicago wasted. Once she had dropped the case, let it go. But no, somebody decided, nope, we're gonna get a special prosecutor,
Right.
and we're going to. He is a gay. Oh, douchebag. Oh,
Douchebag. Oh no.
oh, you didn't have to say that. I wish you come on the screen.
I mean, he's a douchebag. I'll agree with that, but you didn't
Yeah,
have
he
to
can
put
be a
gay in
douchebag,
there.
but
Come
my
on now.
thing is, once they had thrown the case out, why go and get Dan Webb, which we know is a Republican? Okay?
Right.
Bring him out of retirement and retry this case and waste resources or money that Chicago could have did something else with.
But
Okay?
here's, I mean, here's where he messed up. Not him. Here's where Kim Fox messed up. Kim Fox, she should have recused herself in the very beginning because she's friends with that family. She knows the Smollett family.
Oh,
She shouldn't have even been involved in it. So that's really where she messed up. And then
oh,
she kind of dug her own grave. And then
okay.
she wanted to squash the case. It's like, come on, Kim, you can't do that. And then she also has the reputation of, what was the one, Ella French, the police officer that got shot. I think, didn't she let those I think she let someone go for that case, the straw purchase or something like that. She let the guy.
The elephant?
Yeah, there was the person that uh was it Evante Morgan. He purchased that gun through a straw purchase from a guy in, I think, in Indiana or something like that.
Mhm.
And somebody, whoever the folks listening out there, correct me if I'm wrong, but they ended up letting him go, or they let him out on bond, like with the ridiculously low amount of bond, when they really should not have done that. And then there have been other cases where she has just kind of really just dropped the ball on a lot of on the crime. So it's like, so the police, they'll arrest these folks, but then she lets them go. So
Oh, girl, don't
how
let
can
me play
we expect?
devil's advocate on that. Let me tell you about what the Republicans did. Well, back in October, they went to court. Them and some Cook County sheriff.
Someone said all for money. Yeah.
No, they wanted to file some kind of make it some kind of law that if she didn't take if somebody committed a crime and she was prosecuted, they wanted to fix it where they could take it up and prosecute. Hold on, let me finish. Where they could go and prosecute themselves. Anything that she didn't prosecute, they could.
Oh,
Now,
kind of like going back over
but
what she
that's
did.
right. That's right. And with the Jesse Smollett case, there were other cases that were like similar to this that they did not prosecute.
Well, it's
So,
high profile. But see,
huh?
that's yet another issue. I'm resentful for, just because these people
It's
are movie stars.
a whole systematic setup. The whites are getting Chicago back by violence,
Oh, we got a
including,
comment.
yeah, okay. So all of them are in place because the majority secretly put them in. A whole systematic setup. The whites are getting Chicago back by violence. You know what?
I'm not.
Wait. I do see where you're coming from. I'm going to tell you what that user is saying. Okay. There's a lot of violence in Chicago, right?
Yep.
Okay. So a lot of black people are leaving. They are getting out of here. They're leaving Chicago.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can tell you. Heck,
But
most people
guess
I
who's done?
graduated with have left Illinois.
Okay. Guess who's buying up this property? Guess who's buying up this property? Right here in the
Uh,
city of Chicago, and it ain't
a lot
African
of
American.
corporate interests are buying up property. That's another issue.
And guess who ain't gonna be able to afford it?
Right. Yeah.
Listen, it's a smart plan. We'll let the political sabotage, we will let the violence run wild. They can't catch nobody.
But the violence issue, I think
You
that
can catch,
if that did happen,
you can catch, you can write 1,000,000 tickets of
but
somebody
it's
running a red
backfiring on
light.
them though. It's
You can write a
backfiring.
million tickets of somebody running a red light.
But you know what though? The whole
But you
violence
can't catch
thing.
one person shooting somebody
But
on
that
a camera.
it's backfiring on them, because I don't think that, because historically most of the crimes were happening on the south and west side. Every once in a while you'll see something downtown and north. But these kids that are coming up now, they don't have any fear of, like, back in the day, people would know, they knew which neighborhoods to go to and which ones not to go to. The kids now, these what do they call them? Generation Z, They don't care. They're going everywhere. That's why Michigan Avenue, West Loop, South Loop, Lakeview, they're all in these areas, and you see all these, just robberies and armed robbery and carjackings and everything. They don't care, so they're going on to the north side, to the quote unquote expensive areas of the city as well.
But I'm saying though, it's strange that if these cameras can write over 1 million red light camera and speeding tickets in less than what, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, take these same cameras and put them in these areas where the violence is happening, and I guarantee you'll curtail it.
Yep. Oh, they have the cameras over there. They just don't. They're not recording,
No, they
which
ain't
is
got them on.
ridiculous.
They ain't got them on. They don't have them on.
Actually, in the Jesse Smollett case, the two brothers, the Nigerian brothers, they said that they did like a dry run, and there was a video of them, and there was a they pointed out a camera that was there. Anyway, that camera wasn't even recording, so they didn't even get the footage. But it's like that all over the city. There are a lot of cameras that are working and that are not, so that's a problem.
Well, that goes back to what this political sabotage.
Most are on the secret payroll. Yeah. Well.
Pay off payroll.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the Chicago machine. It's been like that for many, many years.
Come
Back to
on,
the old Mayor Daley.
somebody use the link and come in here and have something to say. Put your mask on if you don't want to show your face. I know you got a Halloween mask in the closet. Go on and put it on.
Yeah, come on. Tell us what you think.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have we think we have all the answers, but we don't have all the answers. Give us some ideas.
We're just making conversation to give you something to think about, As somebody called us, agitators.
Who? We're agitators? Is that what they mean?
I love you.
No, not well. You know what though? But sometimes it does take an agitator to make change, right? I mean,
absolutely.
Gotta have the conversations.
Absolutely.
So, what else is happening in the news? What about these mandates for COVID?
Oh, girl, I tell you.
I mean, my job, they just told us that we have to have the vaccine if we want to go back into the office.
You know what? People complain. This is my opinion. People complain about the vaccine, but the vaccine evidently it works. It really works. If I could tell you what some of the young people have said about the vaccine, I'm not gonna even call this kid's name, but he was at the time. I think he might be about 8 now, but he was 7. He told me, "Oh, somebody say it sucks." And I'll put that comment up here. This kid
what the vaccines?
I guess it's what they're talking about. The vaccine sucks. Oh, she better come on back in here. Anyway, I'm gonna keep talking. This kid came to me and he told me that his teenage sister told him that COVID really didn't exist. It was just a way of scaring people. So you don't have to take that because it doesn't exist. So the numbers the numbers in Chicago are higher than they've ever been. Now, if we don't have an outbreak of stuff like polio, we don't have an outbreak of the mumps, we don't have an outbreak of measles, and those were vaccines that when I was a child, and I am a baby boomer, were given to curtail those type of virus. Oh, somebody say it's a new Cold War. Absolutely.
Oh,
Yep,
sorry about that. I
that's
lost you.
okay. Somebody say it's a new Cold War.
Oh, the vaccine is?
Yes. Okay. I was just talking about when I was growing up as a kid, and you know how we had to go when we started school and get the vaccine for the polio, the
Oh
monkey.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and it
Yep.
curtailed those things. There are no major outbreaks.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Somebody say the vaccine worked, but it what?
Oh, but it replicates too
Yeah,
fast.
okay. But anyway,
It,
we got those vaccines, and it curtailed things. Okay.
yep.
So I don't know why they're fighting so hard against this vaccine. I mean, Donald Trump fought against it, but as soon as he got COVID, I bet he went and got it.
Oh
And
yeah.
he done had both doses and his
And
booster.
now that he's taking credit for it, he's saying
Yes.
that's a wonderful vaccine.
Somebody say we are dying in Alabama.
Yeah.
Come on in the screen and talk about it.
Yeah,
Come
let's
on.
talk. Let's talk.
Let's talk about it. But a lot of
Yeah.
these young people, they don't believe in that vaccine. They don't take it.
Yep. Young people, old people. I mean, every you have. I mean, some that are either against it or for it. But here's what I think. I think it's a case of too much information, and I say that people are overly scrutinizing everything. Just like you were saying back in the day, we didn't question it. We knew we need when we went to school, we had to get the vaccine, and that was it. You didn't take the vaccine, you couldn't go to classes. I mean, that's why like polio was eradicated, smallpox is eradicated because of vaccines. But now, I mean, all of a sudden, people, for whatever reason, it's bonkers, and that's why they're saying it's replicating. Well, it's changing. I mean, I'm not an epidemiologist, but just from what I've read, is that the more you have it out there in the public, it's going to transform. That's why having the vaccine is a good thing because then it kind of it kills it so that it'll go away more quickly, so it doesn't have time to, kind of morph into some other type of vaccine.
Absolutely,
But
absolutely.
so many people are skeptical of science. I love science. I'm not a scientist, but I admire scientists and I believe in it. I believe in Dr. Fauci.
Let me see. Somebody say it's the new war. They have weaponized it. I'm a vet. HR 666 by Bobby Rush.
Mm. Now I'm not familiar with HR 666.
Ooh, it's. I think that's something made up, huh?
Yeah, that sounds
Somebody
like
say
something demonic.
global
666.
extermination. Ah!
Oh no, we got some conspiracy theorists out there.
Oh my God!
Oh no.
Somebody say, "Girl, get me in here." Okay, let me give you the.
Come on
Let me put.
down.
Let me paste this link. Come on in here.
Yes.
See this link. Use this link right here, and come on in here. We want you to come on. Come on in
Yep.
here.
Tell us
Use
what you
that link
think.
to join us on the screen. Come, as you say, come on in here.
So here's a question talking about these vaccines. Are you going to get the booster?
Who?
Or how about are you going to get if there's a fourth booster? Like when do we stop
He
getting
brought it. He
boosters?
brought it to the House floor, warning all black people. Who brought it to the House floor? Oh, he
Is that
said
the
Bobby
HR
Rush brought
666?
it to the House floor, warning
I
all. I
never
know
heard of
Bobby
that
Rush.
though.
I know you can't tell me Bobby Rush ain't got the vaccine.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. Oh, he brought
Huh?
it to the floor,
I'm sure he
warning
got
all
the
black
vaccine.
people.
Who is that? Come on up in here. We're waiting
Yeah,
on you.
yeah. Please come on the screen so we can understand what it is. I mean,
Yeah,
this
tell
should
me
be
about that
informational for
HR
people too.
666. I'm waiting for you to come on up in here. I'm gonna let this show go longer because we got it. We want to hear your side of the story.
Yeah. That's the problem. People they give their opinions on like in a chat room or something. They don't want to really, tell us what's going on. We want to know.
Yeah, educate us.
Yes, educate us.
Come
Bring
on in here. Hey, Cheyenne. How are you? Happy New Year.
Shiny. Oh, she said, "How do I get in?" Oh, you just need the
Okay,
link.
I'm putting, you see this link that's posted in the comment section? Take that link and follow it. Do it. Take this link right here that says StreamYard.com, and that link will allow you to join us on the screen. All you got to do is follow that link. Let's come right on up in here. Let me see if it should be yeah, it's on the page. Just follow the link, put it in your phone or your computer or your tablet, and it will bring you in the screen with us. Because we would surely like for you to come on up in here and give us that opinion.
Yep. Tell us what you think.
That's right. That's what it's all about, right?
That's right. Let us know. Will you get the vaccine? Have you gotten the vaccine? How many boosters will you get? Will you stop at the third or the fourth or the fifth or the 10th? Let us know.
Absolutely.
I was thinking about that. Like, am I gonna? I mean, because they're saying like, was it every 6 months? I think they're saying that we're gonna need a
A
booster.
booster?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
And I'm thinking like, wow, do I really? I mean, I believe in the vaccine, but goodness gracious, that's kind of it's kind of a lot.
Girl, I will be sitting up. I will be sitting up in here forever. Let me see if I can go in here. I see it posted in here. I'm gonna put it in there again. Okay, if can you see that link I just posted in there? You can take that link and from the comment section and you can
Is that on
post.
StreamYard or on Facebook? Is
It's
it?
on. I just put it on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
I just shared it on Facebook.
Yep.
And you can come right into the screen with us.
Come on, be
All
be
you gotta
brave.
do, all you gotta do is copy and paste.
Be brave. Let us
That's right.
know.
Come
We
on
won't
in
be
here
too hard
and
on you.
hey, and voice your opinion.
Yes, yes. Everybody has one.
That's right. So, what are your New Year's plans?
That's a good question. I think I'm gonna go over to my sister's house and have a just a small gathering. Because of the Omicron, we're trying to not have too many people together. But for Christmas Eve, had a couple folks over, and we did our test to make sure we're all good. So yeah, so we'll just do that. Probably play some board games. I'm lately been into playing a lot of board games lately. I don't know why. Very nostalgic.
Mhm.
What about you? What are you doing, Katie?
Oh, girl, I'll just probably be right here at home, me and my puppy.
Oh,
I'm just, I'm scared of the stuff. I already had my scare. Call myself doing something nice for somebody. I done had my scare. I had one scare, so I ain't trying to be nice no more.
you say one scare that was enough, huh?
It one scare is enough for me, and really,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yep.
you I don't know. It just had me all up in the air. Couldn't sleep. Shoot, I must have ate 10 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I must have went through a whole little dog somewhere.
Hey, maybe
You
that
know,
maybe there's something in the peanut butter and jelly that's good for the system.
I don't know, but girl, I couldn't stay at that thing. I don't, cause I don't eat, I stopped eating the beef and the pork a couple of years ago. But after I had that scare, and then that's another thing. Every time I take one of the vaccines, everybody talk about the side effects. My side effect is that it makes me weak.
Ooh, I had some side effects on that booster.
I did too. I did the same. I had the same side effects that I had on the other two vaccines. I ate.
Oh
Oh,
my
I
goodness.
can, girl, I come home and I'd be like a doggone rat. I can't stay out of that refrigerator.
Oh my God. The first two vaccines, I was okay. I had Moderna. But you know what I did is the night of before I went to bed, so after I got it, before I went to bed, I took some ibuprofen or no, acetaminophen, Tylenol. I took
No,
that,
we
woke up in the
can't hear
morning.
you. Wait a minute. Hold on. Excuse me. No, we can't hear you because you need to use that link that I just posted in the comment section and take that link and follow that link so you can come into the screen with us.
Oh, she must be on trying to go in on Facebook.
No, she's got to take the link and log and put it into your browser on your phone or your tablet or your computer. And it will bring you into this virtual studio with us. Oh, she knows how to do this, honey. This woman is a professional. Okay.
She's been on the show before.
Well, she's a producer.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Okay.
I think she's down in I think she's in Atlanta. Hold
Oh,
on,
okay.
where is she? She's got plenty. She's got lots of experience. Okay.
Okay. Well, come on. Is it Shani or Shani?
I think it's Cheyenne,
Shani.
Shani
Shani. Shani.
Davis. Yeah,
Shani.
this. I
Miss
know who
Miss
this is.
Davis, we'll call her.
Yeah, I know who this is, girl.
Come on, Miss Davis.
She's got lots of experience. Okay.
Hmm.
Now you take that link and follow that link and come on in this screen. She's
Come on
got
in. I think
plenty.
we only have about what 5 more minutes.
I'll give up another few minutes just to get
Okay.
on here to hear what she's got to say.
Especially if it's a hot topic.
Yeah. But anyway, let me tell you about some of the other people that are coming to River Flow Radio. Girl,
Ooh, let's hear. Let's hear.
my phone, it was so good today.
What?
Girl, I had to take my clothes off and pinch myself. I
Oh
had
my goodness.
I had to do the James Brown, girl. I had to jump back. Nora Jean Wallace is a professional blues singer, a Hall
Yeah,
of
I've
Famer.
heard of that name.
Okay,
Oh,
girl.
that's fantastic.
Hey, knock on wood.
What?
Yes,
Knock
ma'am.
on wood.
Knock on wood. Then there is it's an internet series called Seasons, which is an internet series. I get a text message from one of she's a young lady that sings with the 290 East Band.
Okay.
She's a part of Seasons. She's coming to the show.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
Very good.
I was saying, oh my God, I'm I had three people all in less than 48 hours. Uh-huh. And
Okay.
I was like, really, I thought I was waking up out of a dream. Okay. And I'm there, it's to be announced. And one of them just told me, I still don't see her back there. I'm still waiting on her. Hold on. Gotta,
Shani, come on, Lord. Let us know what's going on if you can't log in.
if you're not gonna come, you need to let us know. All you gotta do is take the link and log in. And log in. Come on in here and let us know what you got to say. See, because I can't bring her, on the screen like when we doing Facebook Live.
Right.
You can bring somebody into the screen. Well,
She
I
has to
can't.
go to the actual link.
Yeah, I can't. I can't do that. I can't bring her in like that. I wish I
Janie,
could.
next time we'll have to see if we can get you on there. So who else we have? We have a blues artist.
Oh yeah, and then I also have Valerie Davis, who will be coming back. Valerie Davis wrote Paradise Christmas Chronicles.
Ah, very
Okay.
nice.
Which is a wonderful book that she introduced at Christmas time. And the book she introduced at Christmas time, it showed Santa Claus the diversity of Christmas.
Okay.
And Santa Claus as an African American. Well, Santa Claus can be anybody,
He can
anyone.
be anyone.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
So Valerie showed that we're so used to seeing Santa Claus as a white man.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the houses that don't have chimneys? Oh, wait, what is Santa Claus? How does he enter?
How does he get enter?
Yes.
Maybe he's a ghost.
Ah! So she's got, when I first met her, she had a book called Jamaican My ABCs, which taught kids how to learn their ABCs. And it was interactive because they did music with it.
Okay.
It's a book. So that's when I first met her. And she's an educator, and she says she's waiting in the studio, but you have to click to come in. We don't see you. You have to enter the studio. So
I think
once
that was the same message I had gotten. I maybe she's not clicking on the
you
right link.
have to click to come into the studio, we don't see you. Okay, let me go, and so I can tell her everything that she used to do. I just don't want to end up in there. So once you enter the studio and you allow access to your mic and your cam, type your name in and enter the studio, and then we will see you. Because see, I don't. She's not back here. We see her in the background.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
because I don't
show
see her.
you how. It's gonna probably make up a lot of noise. But if I type in LL and I enter the studio, okay. Oh, it's not gonna let me in there. I don't know why I don't see her. I don't even see me back there.
Who me? No, what? I'm
Um,
on the screen, so would I be? I don't think I would be
Well,
back there.
when hold on, I didn't see myself when I tried to enter.
Oh, she says, "Wow, I'm waiting in studio."
I don't see her. Enter studio. Allow. Did you hit allow microphone and camera? The backstage, the host can add to. I don't know why I don't see her. And I know I gave her the correct link.
Because I
Let
had
me.
two different. I had two different links. That last one that you sent me, I was
Oh, you
able
know
to
what? Wait a minute. I gave you the wrong link. I gave you the wrong link. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My fault. I gave her the wrong link. Let me put the right link out there. I'm sorry.
yeah, it's okay.
Okay, hold on. I sent the link that I sent you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because the first link I had was from the other day when we were just kind of doing a test run.
Okay. It's this the link should say 29U at the end. So let me go back in here and make sure I got the right link in. Sorry about that. Hold on. Make sure I got the right link. It's my fault. Yeah. This is the right link. It's the right link. Okay. Okay, I want you to go to your messenger. I'm going to inbox you the link to make sure that you get it. SHA. Go to your messenger. That's the wrong link there. I don't know where I got that link from. Just a second. I'm sorry about that. Copy.
That's okay. We're gonna get it together.
Yeah, that's my fault. I'm sorry about that.
It's all right.
Okay, I guarantee you this is the right one.
Oh, she says okay. All right, those are glad.
I don't know why the same link is trying to come up. Okay, let me go here, get the link, copy, come out of there. I'm posting the link. I hope you see it. You see the link that I'm posting right here? That's the link that'll bring you in the studio.
No, okay, because one has 29U at the end. The other one
That's
has
the one. That's the one
P55.
she should be using.
Okay.
That's the one she should be using.
Okay, because that's the one that has. It looks like it has YouTube on it.
Has what?
There's like a little YouTube icon on that last one, versus the other one has a Facebook.
Which? Wait a minute. Hold on.
If you look in the
Invite,
comments.
invite, invite, invite. This is invite guests to the broadcast. This is a link that they're giving me.
We're just having some technical difficulties, folks. Bear with us.
Oh no. Okay. That's the link that it's giving me. Try that link, please. Let me see if this link is going to send me in there. Open in Safari. Come on. You see if this link is going to put me in there. Allow. Yep, that's the
I
link.
just heard something.
That's me. That's the link. That's the link. It
Okay.
will work. Let me kick myself out. Okay, kick yourself. That's the link. It will work because it just let me in with that link.
Okay.
So
Oh,
if
she
you
says
use
yes, I see.
that, okay. If you use that link, it'll let you in. Okay, I just sent it to you in Messenger. So if you go to Messenger, that link is going to bring you right into the studio. No. Go to your Messenger. Don't use the one with the PI5 on it. Use the one with the 29U. There she is.
There, I heard
Hey,
something. Sound
hey,
like a
what's up,
cork.
sisters? I say, Grand Rising, what's going on, sisters?
Hey, hey, is your name Shania or Shani?
Shani is my cousin, a speed skater. I'm Shania. I'm the real veteran of the United States Air Force. You know what I'm saying?
Shania.
Yeah.
Well, hello, Shania. Nice to meet you. I'm Opinionated Lorie.
What's up, sisters?
Hey, we just up here chopping it up a little bit. Look like you got a little pup there.
Yeah, child. They driving me nuts, okay? They talking about this stuff supposed to help with anxiety for veterans. I don't see how, because I got to get up and stuff and clean up and
Well, you
be
say
on
it
the doggy
contributes
frame of
to.
mind. I got to speak dog talk.
Just be careful if they speak back.
Yes, exactly.
Oh
Too
my
much money.
goodness.
That's what it is. Everybody during the pandemic right now is struggling. So, the
Mhm.
struggle is real.
The
So
struggle
I
is
pray that
real.
all of you and your family are doing well and everyone is doing practicing safe techniques for this corona. It is very real.
Yep.
As far as the Davis family, I think from the south to the north, we've already lost like 4 or 5 family
Oh
members.
my goodness. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Thank you. But I just wanted to let you all know that yes, young people are very ignorant to the fact of not putting those masks on. That is the first thing.
Yep.
Okay.
The first line of
Of
instruction
defense.
that they really
Hmm.
need to obey by that. Um and the second thing is washing their hands. Poor hygiene. Just
Yep.
I'm really surprised the city of Chicago and all these main cities haven't sprayed down all of their pavements, all of their streets, all of their buildings with some sort of detergents and stuff because that's what they do overseas. When you're
Yeah.
in Toronto or if you all probably already know they keep their streets clean.
Well, now here's something, and this doesn't even really have anything to do with the necessarily with Corona, but I remember years ago, my first time going to Europe, I went to Spain, and one thing that I noticed, I was there on like study abroad little deal, and every morning, like I would go out, to go to my classes, and I would see them out in the streets hosing it down. And I asked the lady that I was staying with, I said, why do they do that? She said, oh, because of, all the, like the dogs and just, lots of,
Mhm,
because
mhm.
I mean, especially in Madrid, everybody has a
Yeah.
dog. So,
Okay.
and like, I used to live in West Loop. I'm in Berwyn now, but when I was living in West Loop, oh my God, everyone had a dog there, but it was disgusting. You would see all kinds of dog poop all over the place. And I'm just thinking, just like you're thinking, why don't they wash the sidewalks? Even like in the summertime, I can see the winter,
Yeah.
okay, it's frozen, but to me, there's no good reason why they don't do that.
Well, it's all a setup, you all. It really is. I got out of the service in 2003.
Mhm.
And by that point, I already had done 2 tours over in Desert Storm,
Mm.
Persian Gulf, over in Afghanistan. I was law enforcement, so I did a lot of big time security and presidential escorts. And I'm here to tell you all, this is a weaponized influenza.
Mm.
Okay. And
Now,
what
when
we
Now,
mean
what
by
is that?
weaponized is that it replicates so fast. I mean, you all been to science. We all been to biology class, right?
mm.
Okay. Mhm.
All right. Um, when someone has a flu, someone has chicken pox, it really doesn't matter what it is, but by it being labeled a virus, it replicates faster than you could put out the the medicine for it. I mean, basically, these are your new little soldiers. That's why they pulled back from Afghanistan. That's why they're pulling out all these countries. You no longer need people to fight a war. You just need biological agents. And it all started from 9/11.
I mean, I'm not going to negate that.
Never looked at it that way.
I will throw something else out there, though, is that this is not the first time that we've had. I mean, let's look at the 1918. So I don't even like calling it Spanish flu because that was a whole, they blamed it on the Spaniards and it had nothing to do with them. But then we even look at like the Black Plague, I mean, it seems that every 100 years or so that there's some kind of a, some kind of a plague or disease.
Well, they always say history repeats itself.
I definitely concur with you. Yeah. I concur with you on that every 100 years and biological activities and all that other stuff. But I mean, since 1918, you're talking about World War II. Right. Hitler had already discovered and already made up not only just rubber for your tires, but how to utilize these type of viruses to eradicate a whole race of people. So It's been going on a long time. These secret societies are, it's not a secret. I just wish people could wake up and realize that it's really time for us to rebuild our own communities. That political sabotage is ridiculous in every major city. I just got back not too long ago from some other key states, especially going up to Selma, Birmingham. I'm following the whole civil rights trail, the freedom fighters trail. Nothing has been done for our own selves in our community. So I just wish by this being Kwanzaa that people actually do follow these principles because they are winners.
Day 3. Yeah. Now you touched upon something interesting, talking about what's going on with COVID. No one seems to really, everyone seems to like not want to talk about that Wuhan laboratory, where they're saying that, first they said it was a fish market or a fresh market or something like that where it came from. But then we keep glossing over that whole Wuhan. I think that somehow the Chinese, they were working on something and it got, the cat got out of the bag, so to speak, and infected people. Because it's very funny that, I mean, they were infected, but they were still able to overcome it more so than we were. And if they have, 1.3 billion people in their country, and you mean to tell me not that many people got infected? Yeah. Why isn't anyone talking about that? I mean, that's
first of all, no one's really talking about it. This is the funny thing about dealing with ever since President Kennedy and Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King and all of the whole movement and stuff, and how discrimination kind of dropped off in civil rights at 1954. Where in the Bay of Pigs over there over in Cuba and all that stuff, we always talk about those G5 summits.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You've heard of them, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Well, the biggest team player on there is America.
Right.
And Dr. Fauci was the main director for American affairs and stuff in Wuhan.
Right.
They had already been given bad inspection notices 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. They were the worst out of all of the global free market. Yeah. So it's not just China, America, Saudi Arabia, the Islamics. I told you since 9/11, everybody's got a piece of the pie in that. The patent had already been discovered in 2006. So how the heck you gonna have a vaccine? You come up with a patent. First of all, you copyright it. Then you come up with a medical patent by 2006. So we got to backdate the patent because it takes patents almost 2 years before it even hits the market as a major medicine or a vaccine.
Well, one thing that I do know is that the mRNA technology, since the SARS epidemic happened in 2003, they started working on this mRNA. So when a lot of people say, "Oh, this is it's not new. The vaccine is not new. The technology is new." It's almost 20 years old.
COVID isn't new.
No, it's not. When SARS and MERS got together, they had a baby. It's called COVID. Well, actually, it was called Corona.
Well,
and then from Corona, they come up with the messenger RNA to create COVID. Then you had Delta. Delta
but
Gap
the
with
thing is
COVID.
though, but wait, let's talk about the science behind it is that, the coronavirus is just a type of a virus. The cold virus is a corona type virus. So when people say, oh, coronavirus, well, there are a lot of different
Different
manifestations of how
viruses.
coronavirus could come about.
Yes.
But anyway, this technology, this kind of like this came up at a perfect time after the, studying it and all this other stuff, coming up with this vaccine to actually be able to apply it to that. So I don't personally, I don't doubt, the virus
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff, or doubt, or I don't feel that there's any sort of a plan, with that. But what I doubt China and their ability to be forthcoming in giving us this information. I think they do a lot of stuff that's shrouded in secrecy, and I think that the U.S. they accept it because of the fact that China
Yeah.
is like we get cheap stuff from China. They're like the manufacturer for the rest of the world. And in theory, we always talk about, oh, communism. Communist is bad. Okay, well, they're communists. Why do we deal with them? It's purely economics.
If they will manufacture goods and put stuff in your toothpaste and anything else that you have to use, you got to be careful.
They hate blacks over there. I hate to tell you this, but it's the truth.
Oh no, I've been there.
So you got to think about what's moving into the south side of Chicago. It's gentrification at its best. Asia, you got the Asians that are rising faster than the Mexicans, and the Mexicans are reproducing at a rate that are outlasting African Americans there. So it's all a big political farce. You got to follow the money bag.
Yeah.
Look at where the money is going, and that will tell you who the team players really are. They'll try to make it seem like everybody's playing against each other, but at the end of the day, it is the majority, which are part of the minority, that owns this money. It's all about money. That's all it is. Sustainability, yes, they want to wipe out a whole billions of people. China has over, 11 billion, probably more than McDonald's have sold.
I think it's it's only 1.3 or 1.4 billion people. Which is
but it's like with this coronavirus, they report what they want to report. They put those numbers in the way they want you to report it, because as long as you keep a society scared, fearful, stigmatized, not united, and always politically backlashing and fighting one another, that's your Antifa. Those are your political regimes that are within those city walls that enforce this type of nonsense behavior with young people not putting those masks on, not going to go get vaccinated. They're so busy listening to the lies. See, they're utilizing all that slave crap and stuff behind the scenes, that Jim Crow stuff. Oh, white man gonna put this in you. White man gonna put that in you. At the end of the day, you're gonna want to get those vaccines while they're offering them for free until they be able to. You already know, they're making money off of it already.
Listen, there are places right now where you go try to get that rapid COVID test. They charge you $300.
Yes, it's all about the money.
That's you don't want to stand in
line. Supposed to be free.
Or how about
already listen? You already got places that are asking you for your insurance card.
You go on there, they're selling tests for like $200 per test on Amazon.
So the point is, if they really want to save people of their fallen grace and stuff, they wouldn't be charging all this.
Right. But here's the thing. I guess I don't have that much faith in any particular group to be that cohesive enough to have like a cabal or something to I don't think that people are that organized. But what I do think is that there are a lot of selfish, greedy people and smaller groups of people that don't give a damn, and they want to take advantage and make as much money as possible. That I think there's a lot of that. But as far as like a cohesive group that's like coordinating a takeover, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Even in China, though, you just have a lot of it's a communist government, and they can you have people that go missing, like that doctor that was speaking up about COVID in the very beginning in like March of 2020. Um, he died. I mean, who knows? Like they could have killed him, and there are other people that have come up missing because they spoke out against what's happening and stuff.
Oh
So
yeah, they gonna
it's
keep
just
missing.
yeah. So I think that
Yeah,
and not to I mean the Chinese people are good people, but their government, it's like with us, people are that are anti-American. They're like, okay, it's not the Americans, it's the American government. So sometimes it's the government that they have these, especially like with China, they have these grandiose plans, and it's the US's fault. We shipped all of our jobs overseas, starting in
yep,
like the 60s, 70s, and going into the
sure
80s.
did.
And
Yep.
so now everything is made overseas. So now, when the perfect example of, remember
Yeah.
when there was no PPE? Actually, I work for a company, full disclosure, that sells PPE. But anyway, there was a shortage, and we couldn't get. Remember back in like 2020, we were trying to get the PPE, we couldn't get it, and it's
Yep.
crazy because it's like we shipped all of our manufacturers just for security purposes. We need to be able to have a certain amount of manufacturing over here so that if something like this catastrophic happens, things won't go crazy.
Well,
That's why the
good.
supply chain
Yeah.
now is,
Yeah.
we see the
Well,
shortages now.
you remember the theory of when our grandparents were fighting the Korean War,
Mm-hmm.
and prior to that, in World War, what was that? World War II, when they finally dropped that bomb on Hiroshima,
Yep.
Mhm.
right? Okay. Ever since then, the plan of every communist nation was to basically destroy and take over the Americas.
Mm.
It'll never stop. It will never end because we are free world thinkers. We are about freedom, right?
Right.
Independence, democracy. Yeah. I mean, it's so many of them over there.
Well,
And
wait a minute. Are we really about freedom?
no,
Who is free in America?
Well,
Oh,
it
no
depends on
let
who
me
one.
you are.
let me shut up. Let me shut up.
That's
Because
true.
I
No
know
depends on
one.
who
being
you
an
are.
antagonist. Let me.
Mm-hmm. But it's true, because who are free? Because at the end of the day, Mother Earth is screaming.
Oh,
Right.
girl, I hear.
Yep.
Other Mother Earth is upset. It's off balance. We throwing stuff up in the air. Like you said, people are not cleaning up. They don't bathe. Basic
Yep.
hygiene is gone. Basic respect out of the door. I mean, it's just so much
All the
disobedience.
hydrocarbons that we're emitting into, and see,
Yeah.
it gets back to the US. We created that problem because we are
Yep.
such big consumers. Once again, shipped all of our jobs to Asia. They become the manufacturers of the world. They're communists, so they do whatever they want to. They don't have as much like a kind of accountability as we would have in the West. So
Right.
if it's gonna go put all this carbon into the atmosphere, oh, who cares? We want to make money and sell to the rest of the world. And just keep in mind, they're not just selling to us. They're selling to everywhere. You go on vacation somewhere and buy a souvenir. Let's say you go to, I don't know, Italy, and you look on there, it's made in China.
Yep.
It's not,
You
they
know
never
what?
made.
That is so true. We have been so spoiled here in America. Common screws,
Yes.
stuff
Yep.
that should be stacked on these shelves that are not here. I
Yep.
can find more stuff going overseas than I can over here, and you can relate to that.
Yep.
I swear.
Absolutely. But
Anything
Stuff that
here's
they
the
from
other
head
banned.
down to your
Yeah,
toes, stayed over
Yeah,
yeah.
here.
but here's the other
Listen,
side of it though. As Americans, we are so used to buying cheap products that we don't really want to necessarily pay the price
What is this?
of what
I'm
something will
sorry.
cost if we were to have it made here, because we'd have to pay the workers more. There's different unions and this and that. So it's kind of like, like, are you gonna be able to pay the cost to be the boss, so to speak, and buy and pay what it's going to cost to buy something, to pay someone a fair wage or not? But see, that's how we've skirted the whole fair wage thing. Is like, oh, we'll let China deal with it. They don't pay their employees or whatever, workers. We don't care. We just want the stuff cheap.
all right,
Yeah,
That's why
listen,
we got a bunch
ladies.
of cheap crap.
yeah.
Listen,
It is.
ladies.
That is the real reason why. I mean, just we as a race of people used to manufacture our own stuff in the neighborhoods. You don't have the local factories. These young
Yep.
people are not. They don't have no jobs. You know why? Because they don't want to go to school.
Well, that's another
Well, you
thing.
know what?
Talking about
Listen,
STEM
wait.
education.
Let me. I gotta throw this in because you said they don't want to go to school. Listen, There used to be a time when kids that didn't want to go to college didn't have to because we had enough trade schools.
Trade
Yes.
schools.
We had
Yes.
enough trade schools where they could leave high school, go to trade school, and come out of trade school making
Hmm.
50 or $60,000.
Amen.
But
Yep.
all of those trade schools,
They took them
And
out of the communities,
they
even in
took
the
them
white
out.
communities.
And the
right?
ironic thing now is that's why you can't even get anyone to do work because there's a shortage of people in the trades. It's like,
Yeah.
you're right. We created that problem and we can fix the problem. So that's why, that's why, going back to what we were talking about, like, what can the city of Chicago do? Just talking about our city to
Well,
improve.
listen,
Well, how about starting more programs, apprenticeship
I
programs?
hate to play devil's advocate, but you all know the time is up. Oh, but listen,
Hey,
I
y'all
know.
need to schedule another one for this because this
Wait
is
a
really
minute.
very interesting. You women are hitting on some things that
Listen.
matter in the community.
This comes on every Tuesday at 5 o'clock. This is an interactive radio talk show where if you want
Okay.
to be a part, all you got to do is log in the link. Hey, any and everybody is welcome because opinions are like assholes. Everybody,
Yes.
hey,
Yeah. I
everybody,
got you guys. I'm gonna send a bunch of people to you.
please.
Great.
My
Thank
name
you
is
all for letting me express that. But the
okay.
views and
Thank you for
opinions of
joining
others
us,
are others.
Shani.
But thank you.
All right,
Shani.
Ashe.
my name is Katie Lowe.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm Opinionated Lorie.
What's up, Miss Kenny?
And your name is?
Shani Davis from Taps Entertainment and Management.
All right. And listen, we thank you. We're going to see you next time. Everybody, please go out and buy this cut. Not Too Late by Trina Davis, a local artist from right here in Chicago.
That's
Not
right.
late to do whatever you want to do. Come on.
Peace.
They say the market is full. They say you gotta have a degree. They want you to play by their rules. Don't let nobody tell you what you can or can't do. Just make your own decision and do whatever you want to.
Hey, hey, Laurie,
Hey, yes.
I'll see you next Tuesday
Okay.
right here. Because you know what? Not too late.
Ah, see ya. Deuces.